All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, and it's another day. Not only is this another day, but it's just a freaking freak show of a lovely day. Why is that? Well, first of all, it's Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. New record highs for this market. We just closed the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ at new all-time record highs. Now, how many of you are shocked? How about none? How about zero? Because you knew it. And the driving force here, well, what else would you expect? It's the Federal Reserve. We heard from the Federal Reserve today, their minutes from the last meeting, and it's pretty profound. A stunning admission and more easy money for the stock market. Henceforth, why record highs here? And it's not going to stop. How many times have you heard me say that just in the past, I don't know, few months? I keep telling you, it's not going to stop. Although, today, people are writing to me telling me that, Greg, a crash is imminent. Oh, okay. Who's saying it this time? Tell me, please, because they're going to be wrong. Again. It's unbelievable, people. Anyway, so let's just do this. I already explained to you that we have a new record high for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. The Dow put on a nice gain today as well. The 10-year yield, people, is really the story. It continues to crater. Okay, 1.31 last time I looked at it. Just a few months ago. Look, I can't even talk. We were at like 1.78 on the 10-year. Now we're 1.31. Look, you see this phenomenon that we're witnessing here with rates dropping, the entire yield curve dropping? Okay, like I've explained to you, not only is this a tell, like across the sky, that we are in an economic meltdown, it's also a big tell that the Fed is going to keep buying it all, especially after what... let me read this to you. This is from the Fed minutes today, and this is what pushed stocks higher. Fed minutes. The Fed has not seen, I'm quoting, substantial progress made in the economy. Hold on a minute. Did you hear what I just said? The Federal Reserve is admitting, okay, that the economy sucks, okay? Not seen substantial progress made in the economy. That got the market all orgasmic and giddy because the Federal Reserve will now continue to buy at least, are you sitting down, $80 billion per month of treasuries and another $40 billion of mortgage-backed securities. At least. That's the floor. There's no top. So when the market hears this kind of news, that the economy is not seeing substantial progress, wait a minute. I thought we're booming. I thought, wait a minute, I'm all confused. You're getting me confused. The narrative, Fox Business, CNBC, all of them, Bloomberg. Oh, we're booming. Our economy is doing great. But here we have the Fed saying they have not seen substantial progress made. This is a pretty stunning admission. Duh. I think we all know that there is no recovery. All we're doing is hyper-ballooning the debt. You know that. But it's an incredible thing to hear that the Fed will continue to buy at least $80 billion per month in treasuries and $40 billion of mortgage-backed securities. Can't make this stuff up. People, let me explain this to you in case you don't know, unless you're not paying attention. Rates are dropping. They're not going higher. Okay? All the talk, all the taper talk, all the dog shit, whatever, they're going to take off. We're going to cut back on purchases. It's not true. I told you this from when the Fed started making these asinine comments. There's not a shot in hell of them doing this. All they're going to do is continue to inflate. You know that. And the market just loves it. Just freaking loves it. And that's why we hit new record highs today, people. It's incredible. It really is. All right. Here's some economic news for you that you won't be surprised about. So mortgage applications have cratered. They are down 8% in a year. 8% in 1 year. That's what a booming economy looks like. Oh yeah, just so you know. I want to read this to you real quick while we're talking about it. So China, all right, we know China's been cracking down on cryptocurrencies. What are we talking about? We're talking about a communist nation here, okay? Now, China is again cracking down on cryptocurrencies here by trying to shut down corporations or companies that are providing software for cryptocurrency. So in my view, when you have a communist nation, okay, that is cracking down on a particular asset, that means you should be in it. You understand? Duh. I hope you understand that. I really, really do. But that's the story. Now, here's another one I want you to pay attention to. So we understand we heard from the International Monetary Fund talking about, this is from this morning, sustained inflation moving forward here in the United States. Well, we heard from the IMF again with a warning. Here, IMF warns that sustained inflation, especially here in the United States, could be a real problem for the global economy. Now, that requires a duh. I mean, people, you know this. I've been telling you these things since, I don't know, forever now. But all of a sudden now it's mainstream? You see, this is why I've been explaining to you that if you follow this blog, you are light years ahead of the curve. You know exactly what's going to happen before it does because I tell you. It's just too simple to put two and two together. You don't got to be a rocket scientist or anything. You just have to understand the dynamics as to what is occurring and why. That's it, people. I mean, today, let's use today as an example with the Federal Reserve minutes explaining. I don't even want to paraphrase. I want to get this exactly correct. Like I said, the Fed has not seen substantial progress made in the economy, despite the fact that they're buying it all. They're going to continue to buy it all. Okay. Have you heard anyone raise a red flag about this? Let me ask you. When do you think you're going to hear from a member of Congress, one of our representatives, say, hold on a minute now. We're seeing historic inflation. Literally, we've never seen anything like this before. Skyrocketing food prices, energy prices going absolutely ballistic. Crude oil is still around $73 a barrel, going much, much higher. More Wall Street banks are jumping on the bandwagon calling for $90 to $100 a barrel crude before the end of the year. But no one's saying anything. None of our representatives that are supposed to represent us are questioning why the Federal Reserve continues to run its inflation creation machine. People, the Fed is issuing debt through one door and buying it through another, and everyone keeps looking the opposite way. Do you know why? Because the stock market keeps going higher and higher and higher, and they're pulling the dog shit lie on everyone. Oh, our economy is booming. We could not possibly be any stronger. For corporate America, this is absolutely true. For the rich and the well-off, absolutely true. But for the middle class, the backbone of not just the United States, but the backbone of the world, they're dying, going away. Definitely on the endangered species list. If you're a member of the middle class, you are an endangered species. And soon you're going to be happy to own nothing if you're not happy already about it. People in debt beyond their eyeballs, consumer debt, personal debt, off the Richter scale, going to get much, much worse. But we're doing fantastic, but not according to the Federal Reserve because they're not seeing substantial progress in the economy, so they're going to continue to buy it all. You have no idea of how shocked I am. All right, people, look, I don't know what else to tell you. This has gone so beyond the freak show, so beyond a shit show. You can't make any of this stuff up if you try to. And all we can do, you and me, honestly, is stay on the right side of this thing. If we keep ourselves, and we have, on the right side of this. People, you following my stock picks on my website, TradersChoice.net. There's a link in the description of this video. Top of the second page, look at those stock picks. I've had several up there for several days. Oracle, for example, today took off like a rocket. I'm trying very hard to keep you all on the right side of this. whether you're a trader or not. If you're a stacker, you know what to do. If you're a holder of cryptos, well, especially since China's, communist China's cracking down on that asset, you want to not hold it? That's, in my view, you should be all over it. Like I said, we're still in this consolidation period. And the more I hear from my communist nation that they want to crack down on crypto, the more I want to hold it. I don't know, call me strange, but that's the way I look at these things, people. And the IMF here, another warning from the IMF about surging inflation. This is a quote. Surging inflation, especially here in the United States, could deal a lethal blow to the global economy. If that doesn't require a duh, I don't know what does. All right, people, look, I'm out of here. This guy believes in you. That's the truth. And I hope you share this video. Get it out there. I want you to talk about these things. If you do decide to share my videos or this one and you post it on your social network, tell people you really need to listen to this stuff. You want to know what's going on? Listen to Greg Mannarino, because I've kept all of you in the right spots for years. And I will continue to do that to anyone that wants to just listen for 5 freaking minutes. All right. Love you a lot. I'll see you in the morning, and I'm out of here.